And welcome, guys, back here to the interview stage of the grand finals. We just watched as a wonderful team here took a very, I would say, easy dub towards the end there. 99 strength, kicking their butt. But let's find out how this player is doing. We got Bjor, probably the MVP of today. Bjor, how are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. That was my second tournament ever IGLing and first tournament win. Ooh. So there's a lot of growing pains, but I'm getting the hang of it. And shout out Nerve for helping me out, filling the gaps and all that. So yeah, feeling good. A lot of learning happening.
Well, that was definitely self-evident, I gotta tell you. I mean, being able to take your first series, and unfortunately y'all fell on Haven, and then being able to learn from that and then get your dub the second go-round. I gotta ask, was it being able to really get that warm-up match on Haven the first time around that made it easier going into Haven the second time?
That first time Haven, I just don't think we were locked in. There was we started off pretty hot, and then there was that 20-minute tech pause or whatever happened. And then after that, we kind of lost our momentum. We still got a 6-6 half out of it, but coming onto the T side, all our post plants were just so out of it. Especially after there was one round we got 3v1'd by I think it was Alex on. Or no, it wasn't Alex. It was their KJ player, whoever that was. We got 1v3'd by him, and then from there on, it was kind of rough. We tried our best to get back into that match, but sometimes it just is what it is, and the other team has too much momentum, too many ults, and you can't handle it. And yeah, but coming into the next Haven, we were a lot more locked in, right? We got the first rep on Haven. We know what we did wrong, and then we just played with confidence, communicated, and that's about it.
Perfect. And hearing that, how you talked about how you picked up the paces from when you noticed that you guys weren't playing well. You were here, the Singularity Series was going on for quite some time. 64 teams in general competed to get to this point. Throughout the entirety of the tournament, did you feel like you guys were improving? Did you feel like you had some days that were just better than others? To get to this point, to claim your title of the MSS number 3 finalist, what was your biggest, I would say, hiccup so far?
Our biggest hiccup was probably earlier in the tournament. We played a fracture map. We dropped it to, I don't remember who it was, sorry. But yeah, we dropped our fracture map, and then after that we changed comps on it and then just talked about it a little bit, and it went really well the next time around. I don't know if you can see my camera, but my roommate's in the background. That's Zinc right there. But yeah, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of learning happening. We definitely had hiccups throughout the earlier stages of the tournament, but it was all about just learning from it, not letting it affect you going into the next map, and just pushing forward.
All right, so I gotta ask, one thing that stood out to me a lot was the composition y'all brought to Icebox, and Icebox is my favorite map, and I love the way that your team plays it, and it intrigues me so much to see the composition y'all brought. More often than not, you'll see a double initiator or the double sentinel comp. Y'all decided to bring both, and instead just completely scrap having a duelist. I gotta ask, what is it that is really the strategy for bringing that composition to Icebox?
That comp is a lot more defense sided. It's kind of meant to shut down any attackers and getting a large lead on that. But on our attack side too, if you rewatch the VOD, you can see that we're just absolutely getting all the info in the world over at the A site, and then we're able to either one, commit to that if we don't see much, or two, go back and go towards B if we do get a lot of information there. The pipe stagger was giving us a lot, I feel like, and so they played pretty 5-stacky, or they wanted to fight a lot, right? So they're going to be grouped up. So whenever we did find that group, we could just go the other direction. And then I don't think having a duelist or anything like that, the way we play the map, is too necessary, just because we have the Sage Wall, we have the information, so we're able to get bombed down a lot of the times and then play either post-plant mollies after that, or go for reflanks, or just fight forward.
Yeah, very wise words on the map of Icebox, especially, information is key on a map like that, especially when the walls aren't exactly thin. You have to just know where people are. You can't rely on wall bangs and stuff like that. But I really do want to ask another question for you. And with how you guys have been able to battle it out, get to where you were, I've been watching your career, and I've been casting over your career for almost a year now, Bjor. And I got to ask, what is next for 99 Strength? As I've seen you guys do a really solid job here, but a lot of the players on your team are kind of all over the place in history of being a pro player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, our future is 99 strength. Like, we're just going to compete in every tournament that we can, get into. Nights monthlies, these Mystic tournaments you guys host. Everything we can get into, we're going to play, we're going to win, and we're just going to keep practicing outside of that as well.
Yeah, and another thing that we were talking a lot about, of course, with composition, but the meta, the way that we are seeing things really shape up in Valorant, especially on the Lotus map. Again, y'all went absolutely bonkers on that map as well. I gotta ask, now that we're seeing your performance with KJ truly being an absolute showstopper, I need to ask, is KJ now the meta sentinel in Valorant?
Yeah, I feel like it depends on the map a lot. Like Split, a lot of people might prefer Cypher because T-side's a lot easier. But like overall, just general strength, I think Killjoy is a bit better. It might not work for some teams or what they want to do, but I think overall Killjoy is better, yeah. Just because, like, I don't know, I play Cypher, dude. All my trips get raze-nated, satcheled, shock darted. Like, it's just not fun. But you can set up a lot of traps with Cypher with your camera, trips, etc., right? It just depends what your team wants to do with it.
Yeah, and back over to some tournament-centric questions. If there were anything you guys would do differently in this tournament, obviously, what would be the one thing in your mind that you always will recognize as a mistake that you'll never make again? What's the oops? Don't do that. Don't touch that.
Probably our biggest thing is just like, if we see a team's good at a map, like. But we're also good at it. Just don't care. Like, let it through the bands. We're gonna be better either way. So just be confident in it. Pick it. Don't put ourselves on a map that we're not necessarily as comfortable with, just because like either they don't play it or we think they're bad at it. I think we just play to our strengths no matter what.
Perfect. And obviously, I think that is going to be the most of the questions at Soka. My question for you, my wonderful co-caster. Any other questions that you want to ask while we have the wonderful Bjor here?
No, I think I got them all out, to be honest. I mean, we got a chance to sit down with clearly one of the top fraggers and MVPs, and it was an absolute pleasure, again, being able to pick the brain of one of the better talents in Valorant. So, no, I'm good as far as my questions go.
Perfect. And honestly, I will say this one time before we let you go, Bjor. I think that if people are watching here, I expect you to be probably one of the best Sentinel players to date in NA that I've watched play. I really do. And my question, my final question before we have you go is, where can people find you? Where can people find 99 Strength? Shout out your team. What? Let's hear it.
Well, you're gonna find me, right? All my socials are at BRLulu. Follow my Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. They're all the same. All right, so get over there. Shout out the boys at 99 Strength, Typhoon, Sharky, Nerve. Sorry. Oh my God, I'm joking. and Icy, of course. Yeah, shout out all of them. All super hard workers. They're all very dedicated. All very good players. Love them all. And follow the 99 Strength Twitter at 99 Strength Val. So to stay updated there, what we're competing in and all that, all our W's. And yeah, that's what I got.
All right. And we definitely out here at Mystic Singularity Series number 3, and also everybody here at Team Mystic events, we definitely want to say thank you so much for competing and making time out of your day after already winning $2,000 for your team there. I guess I could ask one final question. Do you have any planning on spending that money in any specific way?
Nah, I think we're about to go get dinner. That's about it. Three of us live together, so we're about to go get a little team dinner.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys for hosting these tournaments. I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. And I guess that will be all that we write for the interview. Thank you, everybody, for watching the Mystic Singularity Series number 3. Make sure to check out our sponsors and our merch if you do exclamation mark shop. Or if you weren't able to watch the full VOD, it's going to be on YouTube if you do exclamation mark YouTube. But my name has been Educate-Nator, also known as Edu, joined by the beautiful and fine as hell Captain at Soka. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you guys next time. Make sure to check out at Soka. He's always tagged in all of Team Mystic's Twitter posts. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.